Nine, eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two, one, go.
Welcome. Nice to see everybody. Sorry I'm running late. Of course, the dog decided that she needed to go use the bathroom right before 5 o'clock. So hurried up and ran out there and she did her business. I didn't do my business outside. I go ahead and do mine inside. So got that out of the way. Sorry I'm running a little bit late. Today has been a hectic day. Welcome. Thank you guys for joining us. Let me see who is on here. I've sent a link to Alban for him to join us. I have also posted a link in Streaming Matters group. So if you're in that group and you would like to join the show, open invitation to whoever wants to join the show, to whoever. If you're an end user, you're someone that creates some type of a content of some sort or a build or whatever, more than welcome to join. I don't have a ton of stuff today. Some of the stuff I was planning on doing some research today, it all fell through. So we're just going to shoot from the cuff today and see what happens. I see Canuck Gal. Hey, she's got a camera and a microphone, so she's more than welcome to join the show. Premiumizer 123. All right, nice to see you. Skull, what's up? Roger, nice to see you. Alban has made the show. Nice you join me, Alban. Sorry I was late.
Hey.
1, 2, 3. All right.
Yeah,
Skull, what's up? Roger, nice to see you. All right, there you go. Thank you. Stuart's in the chat over here. I see Snoop Dogg in the chat. DJ Themes. If DJ would like to join, Stuart, welcome to join. Tribalize. See him over here. Degs, nice to see you. Suhail. Again, if you've never been on the show before, you don't have to be an extra. You can come on the show and talk about some of the things you've learned or the things that you like, you don't like, things that you find that might be useful. I mean, because the thing is that we don't have to always be experts on here. I mean, I'm by far no expert, but I'll try to BS my way through it. Crazy Canuck over in the side chat. Jason's in the side chat. Crazy Canuck, yeah. Let's see. Anybody else over here?
Patty D.
Patty D. Okay, I haven't got. Oh, she back. Yeah, to Beach. Let me go back down to the bottom. So yeah, lots of good things. Cody Man Themes. Of course, another guy that's doing a lot of videos. If Cody Man would like to join the show, I have posted the link in the Streaming Matters Telegram group, and you guys can figure that out. Red 79 likes to drink. Trevor, nice to see you guys. Patty, nice to see everybody. Medreal, what's up? Yeah, hey, he's welcome to join. So we've got this going on. DJ says he'll jump on it in about 5 minutes. So cool. Nice to see you. So we're gonna see what happens. Alban, how are you doing today?
All right, bro. I'm okay. I'm all right. I figured the dog must have dragged you out, you know?
Yeah, she did. She wanted to go out. It was a crazy day today. I had there was just some personal things I had going all day long. So all the time that I was going to do videos today, I had 2 other videos I was going to do. I was going to do a version 2 on the add-ons that are in the Narcissistics repo. 4K, Asgard, all those, and whatever, I can't remember all, but any of those add-ons that were in there, they've done a lot of updates. So I was going to do a all-in-one video because I've done videos on those before. So I was going to do an update. and that all fell to pieces. And
Uh-huh.
but I did do a video yesterday. I don't know if you saw that
I
last
saw it. I
this
was
morning.
happy you
My
did
lights.
my about the updates.
Well, yeah, the updates, and that was thanks to Alban. I even gave him a shout out in the
Yeah.
the notes.
Yeah.
So if you guys, we got what 59 people in here watching right now. So if you listen to me or listen to other people about turning off auto updates, Alban pointed out something on was it Wednesday. You pointed that out,
Wednesday, yeah.
about there was a couple important updates that were available through the Google Play Store. So with the NVIDIA Shield, it is all or none. You either turn on updates and it updates everything, or you turn it off and you get none unless you tell it to update manually. You go through and check it one item by item. And Alban pointed out to me that there was some stuff that needed to be updated. What was it Google TV? The Google TV app?
Well, the Google TV app and the what was the name of the other one?
Web?
The web viewer.
WebView, yeah. It was
Yeah.
so those were the two that
The
were
Android
really,
web viewer.
Yep.
Yeah, but it wasn't really the Chrome app. It's more the Chrome app than the Google app. There's a Chrome one that you really need, because I was experiencing a lot of issues on my Shield with a lot of apps that I was trying to run. They were just dropping me out, and I never had that issue before, And the same on your phone too. If you didn't do the updates on your phones, you need them there also. But update both of those, and you should be fine. Because I've noticed a lot of people have been getting all kinds of wacky errors lately, and that's really the cause of it. So I would always try that first.
Yeah, and you got to be careful. And actually, AA messaged me and says, telling people to turn off auto updates can be problematic. And I said, yes, but at the time when I actually suggested it to people, we had like almost no add-ons were available. You had Saren and you had the Oath, and that was it. That was it when I told people that. You do have more choices now. So if you were forced into going to 19, you do have that choice. You also have Kodi forks. You can actually install forks of your Kodi setup. So you can install a fork on 18.9, or you can install a 19 fork, and then you can mess around with your options on that. So you have a little bit more options than what we had a month and a half ago when I told people not to do that, to turn that stuff off. But as I said in the video, you can turn off auto updates. You just need to police it a little. You got to do your maintenance. You have to be the person to check. And if you check it a couple times a week, you're going to be all right. But I even showed in the video, I had 12 updates.
Yeah.
I went through and did the couple that were important. After that, I went back and updated most of the other ones after I did the video. So
it's best to keep it off and just monitor it yourself. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to update something and all of a sudden everything goes wacky. Got to remember the reasons why we shut it off in the first place.
Yeah. So we're gonna see. We'll see. Just it does cause you to have to do a little bit more work if you're gonna if you're gonna turn off auto updates. And but if you are forced into 19, you got more options now than what you did before. But if you're forced into 19, I would still suggest for you to erase the migrated version of 19. I would say delete it and then reinstall the
fork.
The official version.
Oh,
if
the
you're
official version. Okay, yeah.
Because migrated versions are always full of problems. There's old add-ons that are trying to run in the background, or bad code that's still in Python. There's just it's going to lead you to problems. So it's better, easier, more efficient if you delete the old, start fresh, and go on from there. So so we got that going on. So just check out that video, and then again the web view, the Google. I did the Google TV, and you said there was a Google Chrome, which maybe I had already updated.
The Chrome, but it's really the Chrome and the Android updater. You see there what Mid wrote?
What's that? Yeah,
about that.
he talks about that F-Droid.
Yeah.
That's why installing as much possible through F-Droid is a good idea. That way you can keep auto update on. I've never installed F-Droid. I know that Mid has spoke of that, and I need to write that down because I need to go and do a little.
Or Mid, you could just jump on in.
Yeah, you come on and talk about it. Let's see. Love 19 with the minor problems. I still love to play with all the builds. Did a fantastic job with 19. Yeah, there is numerous builds now that are ready on 19, so we have a lot more options. Yeah, and 19 is running much better than what it was. And again, if you're going to install 19, please, please, please start with a fresh 19. Do not use the migrated version, the updated version that Google Play would have updated you from 18 to 19. So if you're going to mess around with it, fresh, wipe it, start from fresh. And there has been a couple people that mentioned that they had Kodi installed through the Google Play Store, and then they deleted it, rolled back to 18 on a fork, and then it was updated through Google Play. And the reason why I think that's happened, and I can't speak to that, but the logic that I would put behind it is that Google has a list of the things you've installed. So they know that you use this and this and this. So maybe they have cached the things that you've normally have installed. So if you deleted 19 and then you went and installed 18 on the side, it's still kind of showing that you use 19. And so then it sees there's an 18.9 and they know that you've used 19. And I'm thinking that that's might be a reason why.
But normally, like under the Play Store, it looks at the device also, because like how you can install apps through the Play Store itself.
Yeah. Yep. So I just know that I'm thinking when people talk about that they've had it happen really quick, you may want to wait a little bit if you've deleted 19 and you want to roll back. Again, be careful that maybe sometimes the Play Store may keep. I've seen it more than once.
Okay.
All right. Mid says he can at the moment. That's cool. How you doing, DJ?
I'm fine, Todd. I'm fine. How's everybody else?
All right. How you doing?
Doing well.
I'm good. So, what's happening?
Not much. Just we're gonna go through this show and we're gonna wing it. See what happens. See what things happen. We'll see what I've got a few topics and different add-ons that have. And look at Albin's already talked about two of the subjects that I already had written down.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, there's two subjects. No.
It's like you say, Todd. Winging it sometimes is the best option.
Yeah.
It is.
It turns out to be a better show when you just wing it.
Yeah, and we get more time for people to ask questions.
Yeah.
So, and sometimes I get a little long-winded on certain topics, and I don't see your question early enough. So, if you got questions, post them. We'll do our best to answer the questions. DJ, so you released your Sons of Anarchy build. I saw or your skin, the
Yes.
theme. Excuse me, the
Yes.
theme.
Yeah, you keep saying build, but
I know.
slip of the tongue. Slip of the tongue. It's like saying, yeah, I've released it. I actually released another one this morning on it. Deep Ocean. I released that this morning. So
did you post that on Twitter?
No, I haven't posted it anywhere yet. So it's like it could be an exclusive on here. So
well, yeah, if you want to.
I can do that. I've been working away on a Captain America as well because somebody asked for that. So
good.
I've that's been done on 18 at the moment. So it's like I don't know whether they wanted it on 19. I just assumed it was going to be for 18, so I've done it on 18. It's not too much to convert. It's like to 19. I just have to change a few XMLs so it actually works on 19 properly. But that's not a biggie. That sort of like takes me 5-10 minutes to sort of like do all that.
Mm.
But no, I can give me a minute.
Yeah. Take your time. It's cool.
I'll load up Deep Ocean and then I'll sort of like present if you want, Todd.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's cool.
yeah.
Let me know when you're ready. Let's
Yeah.
see. The Beach asks, "What's the best Reaper for installing Netflix on Kodi 19?" I know that a few of my friends actually run Netflix on through as an add-on. I have never done that, so maybe if I get time during the show, if somebody else is talking, I can do some poking around, or if somebody on the side chat. I get 73 people in here. We got 73 smart people that someone's going to be able to find that. Andrew, I don't know if it is in the Kodi repo. My gut feeling says that it would not be, but it could be. So if somebody looks around, let us know. I know that there's been some people that have asked about Netflix as an add-on, because you could actually run your ambient colors if possibly
it's running through Kodi.
If it was running through Kodi.
Yeah.
But as well as you know, with Netflix, you actually lose quality when you try to do it with DRM. It will down to 480 or so high quality. So it depends. Okay, so
I'll be back in a minute, Todd.
Okay.
Okay.
Canuck Gal says that it's available on 18, but not on 19. Yeah, I have never messed with it, so that one's a loss on me.
Skulls is saying that I know Netflix and all sorts of stuff in Kodi.
What's up, Mr. Skulls? We got that. One of the other things that I was going to talk about, and I have to apologize because I have not become well versed on this well enough, as well as I should, is Microgen has been messed around a bit with some different builders, or not builders, different people with add-ons and playlists and this and that have been messing around with Microgen. And Microgen was the base that my CocoDAB is built off of. It's also the base that ATS is built off of. So it is a very slimmed down version of Gen. Written on Python 3. It only works on Kodi 19. So it's work in progress. I've been going to post it in Streaming Matters and in the Gen group, but I felt like I wanted to mess around with it more so that I could answer questions, but I've just not had time to mess with it and try and tweak to be able to answer questions. There is no scrapers built on it, but there was a TMDB helper player that could possibly be used to use it, that could link into TMDB helper, which then could use scrapers from another add-on, if that makes sense to you guys. But I just haven't messed around with it. But it is I need to make it available. I need to post the zip. And I know that some people have been messing with it for a couple weeks now, at least. There is some small groups that are working on it. But I'm kind of ignorant of it myself. Here's Andrew posted that. So that's for the GitHub for the Netflix for 18. I'm not sure if that's on 19. Okay, so yeah, Robert was asking why use Netflix as a Kodi app, and Canuck Gal says sometimes people want everything in one place, especially for family. And if you're smart, and if you're a person that's going to create your own personal build at home, you can set all that stuff up with shortcuts and make it very easy. As Canuck Gal says, you can make it one place, and because if it's installed as an add-on, you can boom, make it all nice and neat in one spot instead of which app you want to open.
Yeah.
I just use super favorites. I do when I do that.
Yeah. And there's, but it would all be, instead of Netflix being as its own standalone, it would be built into Kodi.
Yeah, I don't have it built in. I'll link it. I will. I'll link it in Super Favorites from my home screen,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll put it on the sub menu, and it actually takes you into the official app. So that's how I do it.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I know that you can.
I'm like one of them people that like everything in one place. If I'm in Kodi, I don't want to come out and go and jump into an APK and open another APK. I'll just link it into Super Favorites in Kodi.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then he'll click on it in Kodi and he'll open it up in Kodi.
Yeah.
Mid is saying that there is a 19 version of Netflix.
Yeah. So if it's in that repo, a few people said it's the same repo. I will have to click on that. I will click on that in just a second. Poke around. Maybe I'll try to install it. Like I said, I don't have a Netflix account. I piggyback off of Blues.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even use it that much.
I know I have one. I barely use it.
I'm kind of a snob, and I stick to Kodi. And I mean, other than my APK or my IPTVs, I don't know. I don't. I mean, even Disney. I got Disney free. Do I use it? Maybe once a month.
Oh no, I know. I just got that for 6 months for free.
Yeah, I don't use it. I know that some people, and I will say this, but I know that quite a few people. You take a look at your bills. If you got if you got Disney, especially Disney for free, a lot of people only got it for a year, and then some got extended. I know Netflix or Disney sent me a thing saying that they extended it to March 28th, and then after that they're going to start charging you $8 or $9 a month. So pay attention to your bills. If you got it, if you got Disney or ESPN Plus or one of these services for free, pay attention to your bills and when those temporary promotions run out, because sometimes you're only given 6 months or 12 months or whatever that is for that promotion. And at the end, you've opted in and it will start to charge you for that. So highly look at your bills, pay attention to those promotions, because free for a year, most people will continue services even after they don't use it. Health, gyms do it all the time. They get you on a contract, and most people will continue to pay that contract every month and don't go because they don't want to go and turn it off. Same thing happens with these subscriptions. So
I just got 6 months off my service provider.
Oh, Disney.
Yeah, Disney. Well, I'm not with Disney, but my actual telephone mobile service provider just sent me a link saying, "Here, have free 6 months on us of Disney Plus." So all I had to do was put my email in, and that was it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just pay attention to when that runs out, because it's going to run out.
So, of course, I'll pay attention when it runs out.
Yeah, because
it's not actually linked to my actual telephone contract.
Mm-hmm.
It's a separate thing that they actually do.
Okay.
The actual service I'm with O2, and they do like a priority sort of like thing where you can get stuff prioritized and cheaper. And this was just something that they'd sent and said, "Here, I have 6 months on us for free." So,
yeah, you can't. Yeah, free is free. I have ESPN Plus, Disney, Discovery Plus, and Hulu or Hulu Plus, all for free. To be honest, I haven't even signed up for Hulu. I did not sign up for Disney. I do have ESPN Plus, and the Disney and ESPN are the two I do use, or I have them on my device. Other than that, yeah. Let's see. So Mid also says that there is a TMDB helper player for Netflix too. Interesting. To Beach, thanks to Dab and his lights. A friend wants the lights on his Fire Stick and wants them to work with Netflix. So yeah, Netflix will not work with the lights. What you have to do is you would have to go through Kodi to make it work. So So is Blue's account Canadian? Yes, it is Canadian. It's,
Uh,
and sometimes I think that I think that my quality is a little bit off. I don't think I get when it says 4K. I swear to you, it's not 4K. I
Mhm.
swear it's not. Because I look at it, I'm like, that doesn't look 4K.
Does your screen resolution change to 4K when you play it?
Yeah, sometimes I'll see the little HDR,
Yeah,
pop up,
yeah.
Mhm.
but
If that- if
sometimes
that-
it's like,
If that doesn't pop up, it ain't HDR, is it?
Right.
let's see. So, yeah, good stuff. Don't waste your time on Hulu. Yeah. Oh, Andrew got hit. Disney just took 60 quid off him yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, I'm a day late on my show here, Andrew. Sorry. No, we're gonna start with the Canadian, the Canada jokes.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm holding and waiting with them on you.
Let's see. Netflix lowers quality, which Netflix, a lot of the streaming services lowered. We talked about that months ago at the beginning of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Most of the services lowered the quality
Mhm.
because there were so many people streaming
Yeah.
that they lowered it automatically by default
Mhm.
to make it easier on the whole network as well as the internet. So that's something to take a look at. I'll have to look to see if
It ever went
if
back?
some of my settings, if I need to put them up.
Yeah.
No.
I'm
They-
ready.
They won't change it back. You know that. You know.
Yeah.
I'm
So all
ready
right,
to
DJ.
share.
Yeah, bud.
I'm ready to
Yeah.
share when you are.
Yeah. Go ahead. And so this is DJ. If for anybody that's not watched the show before, DJ is a themer. He creates themes or takes a skin and then does modifications on it. It is not a build. It won't have add-ons and all that stuff. It's just a modified skin with lots of widgets with shortcuts and different things going on. So when people are like, "Well, what's a theme?" Not to make it sound, but it's a skin with a whole bunch of extras.
Mhm.
It's like I say, it's a blank skin. It's been modified with Photoshop, and everybody could just go ahead and put their third-party add-ons in and have fun.
Mm-hmm. All right.
They can be used on top of a build as well. If you do a standard install, it'll leave all your add-ons in there and re-enable it as well once you open it back up, because it'll tell you to force close like any other Kodi would once you've done a build on it, because it actually is sort of like saved at the same sort of like principle as a build. And I only do it that way to keep all the actual shortcuts, the menu shortcuts and everything. Because like I say, the default skin, if I saved it as a skin, the default would be a 3 menu bar or a 5 menu bar that pops up when you first install it. And that's why I save it as a build, because it keeps that shortcut as a single menu bar, because that's what I created on. It just saves the end user having to go into config skin, change it to one menu, then back, then center the date, then have the submenu highlighted. So it just saves them doing all that. It's automatically already done for them. So this is Deep Ocean that I've just released. This has just been released on 19. It is one that I'd done on 18. It actually did get used.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
It actually did get used as a build.
Doesn't it have some fish that move around in this?
It does. It does.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's like I say, this has just been put over onto 19, so I released it this morning. I haven't publicised saying I've released it. I just ain't had time. The internet's been playing up where I am, so don't be surprised if I get cut off and shut down, Todd.
So do you have you put this in your theme wizard? Because
Yes.
I did a video on his wizard last week, and if you install that wizard, you can install numerous themes that he has created. 18 had 180, wasn't it, or 190?
Yeah, 189, I think 18 has got. That doesn't include 17. You're 17.6.
Oh, yeah.
I think you're about 37 for 17.6. So, like I say, use a lot on that other wizard.
Yeah.
But it's like I say, it's just something I enjoy doing. And over the years, stuff has improved over the years, graphics wise. Because, like I say, I never used to use Photoshop. Then I gradually moved over, and it took me a while to get used to Photoshop. It's like I say, it's like anything else. It's a bit daunting. So yeah, you are right. There is fish, and like I say, if you go into Silver Extras, it says there swim with fish animation.
Yeah.
So you could switch that on. You go back to the main menu, and there you are.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's what I thought. I remember this on 18, so I was thinking I remember something different fish, and I do remember the bubbles like you're in an aquarium.
Thanks, yeah.
And that was the whole sort of aspect I tried to get, so it looked like you was actually looking into an aquarium.
Okay.
And it's actually goes on the system menu as well. Look, you got it there.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you switch it off in the other section, it'll switch that off as well. I didn't put a separate button for that one. It just switches it all off. So as you can say, everything has all been done. All the panel work, whole lot, all the way through.
Okay. Nice. Good job. Yeah, that's gonna be good.
So
And that's in. You've got that on your. This is a 19 theme, and that would be already added into your 19, the DJ themes wizard. Correct?
Yes, that's on my new 19. If people want to use it on the 18, it is there on the 18 as well. I did release it on 18 originally, but it's just one of them ones that I thought was nice enough for me to transfer over.
Okay.
And let's say if you go to skin settings, you can turn off the extras, turn that off, turn on the other one, which is like snow, which says give me air, which actually just gives you a load of air tanks like falling.
Oh, okay.
So
Rain.
It's just a little extra that I just like to put in sometimes. I don't always put the summer effect. You can have both of them on at the same time. You don't have to have one. You can actually have both if you want. It doesn't hurt because, like I say, they're only small little gifts. Some of them, and a lot of it is just PNGs as well. And it's just an animation code. Nothing stressful on the actual Fire Stick or NVIDIA Shield. Well, it wouldn't even be stressful on the NVIDIA Shield whatsoever. But it wouldn't hurt. It doesn't actually add anything in sort of like speed wise. It doesn't slow nothing because it's all run from the XMLs.
Okay.
So that's that one. Let's just switch it off. Put that off. I think it's a bit too much. All of it going. But I just give the choice for other people. Other people might like to have it all going.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun project.
Have you got the Sons of Anarchy one there too?
I have got it. It's I'd have to load it up.
Oh, okay.
I'd have to load it up.
Is it for 18 or 19?
That's just for 19. That one.
Okay. All right.
That's just for 19. And there's the keyboard. As you can see, I put a picture on that one and given sort of like invisible sort of like keys.
Yeah.
You could actually see straight through.
Yeah.
That was just about that. I do some of it sometimes, and sometimes I don't. It all depends on what mood I'm in and how much time I get. I know how much time I get as well. So
Yeah. Well, because you do a lot you do customs. I've got a question from Cedric. Cedric Bill asks, I'm using the Slate build on 19, having problems with it turning off. Any tips that you can give on that? I do know that some builds, especially the more things that you stack onto it, sometimes things are running in the background. TMDB Helper used to be notorious for me when I was messing around with TMDB Helper. If I was running that, it seemed like it would take forever for it to shut down. I would hit shut down and I could walk away, turn the TV off, and 10 minutes later it would finally turn off.
Yeah, sometimes it's best just to force close it.
Yeah. As long as you're not trying to save something.
Yeah, which is quite easy on the NVIDIA Shield because you just press the home button twice.
Yeah.
Then push down and click on the X, and that's it. It's force closed.
That's a great tip. So if you have an NVIDIA Shield, and I have one here, and if I hit the home button, which is the circle twice, you actually see all the apps that I've been running lately. So you can see I had Kodi running. Here's my TV Mate, YouTube, and this is Netflix. I can push down where it says, what that says is dismiss. Click, gone. There's YouTube. I'll skip that. I'll leave that on. There's my TV Mate, which is the IPTV client. Turn it off, gone. There's Kodi, push down, gone. And then I can go to the YouTube, click it one time, and it opens YouTube right back up. But that's hitting the home button twice. Home, that's the circle button. So my dog must be dreaming over there. So he's over there barking at herself. So home button twice, that's an easy way. As DJ says, the home button does a really good job of shutting that down. And it's usually because something else is running in the background. Canuck Gal, and I've had this happen. How many of you guys have had the power go off and in the middle of the night, the power comes back on? And if you have any lights that are on the Amazon products, and all of a sudden all the lights come on, like I've had all my lights will come on or my TV will come on because they're all hooked up. Robert has a question. DJ, question. Your skins are also on Kodi Media Sources Google? Not sure.
Are they?
I don't know.
I ain't got a clue. I don't know. There might be.
Are your skins also on Kodi? Maybe he's asking.
He's asking. No.
Yeah, the question, but no, because I know because you have to submit that stuff to Kodi, and Kodi is very tough on adding things to the you've got to know. And if you've had any kind of part in a third party world, they will just ignore you big time.
But what if it's something that's really neat that people would
you're gonna have to jump through hoops on that. And I'll use Jay Sergio for example. And he did the what was it, Adult Swim? He did he updated Adult Swim when it wasn't working. He updated it, submitted the code to Kodi and says, hey, if you guys want to go ahead and submit this, I've got this out there. And they found every reason in the world not to accept it, and then turned around and took most of the code or the changes that he had put into his, and then they updated it and released it as an official. But they didn't use exactly his code, but they would use So, but because they knew that he was part of the third party world, so they separate themselves. So if you've been known or any way, shape, form in the third party world, Kodi will not have one thing. They will figure out a way not to involve you into it because they try to keep separate.
Right.
So.
Okay.
So said this Funster said this, Cedric, when sub menu highlighted, you need to press down again to be able to close it, I think. Okay. Yes, I'm not sure on that particular thing.
Yeah, you told them that. Yeah, you have to hit down and then select again.
Yeah. I was thinking inside Kodi when I read that. I was thinking.
Yeah. He meant in.
Yeah, a few of the viewers on here are on the Kodi blacklist, and actually, actually, I'm on their Twitter blacklist, but because I'm under another name on their forum, so I'm actually able to use it. And Joe, all right, so I had just updated it on the repository. It is probably my fault. I have moving some folders around, so I apologize that I'll be able to try to fix that once the show is over. I'm thinking I messed up on my repository when I was trying to update it. So I will try to fix that, Joe, as soon as the show is over, because it's a good fun program. So for people that may have not checked out add that source. A anonymous person created this and put it out there, and you need to check it out. You can install all kinds of repositories so easily. I mean, ever so easily, and it just makes it installing the repository, and then you can install the add-ons without installing them as one repository. They're all separate. So you're getting each of the repositories from the actual source that had that repository. So yeah, I'll take a look at that. That was right before the show. That was one of the things I was doing 3 minutes before the show, before my dog wanted to go outside, was trying to update the repository. And it's my fault because I was dragging files over, and I think I dragged a couple extra files over. and I was like, which one of those files is right? So I just need to kind of clean it out and re-upload it. So let me know whenever you're ready, DJ, with your Sons of Anarchy.
I'm ready. I'm just firing it up. I'm ready now. So
okay, there we go.
I've just grabbed it. I've just had to download it. It wasn't there, so I just downloaded it. So it's just, like I say, this is just Sons of Anarchy that I've done. I think it was a request by Cody Apps. I'm sure he asked me actually on a show and said, "Oh, it'd be cool," because he was like, didn't he?
Well, I said it would be cool.
Oh,
I'm in that also.
Yeah, I think Cody Apps had just started watching the series.
Oh yeah.
With his wife, and he said, "Oh, I was actually on the show," and he said, "Oh, it'd be cool if you could do a theme." So it stuck in my head, and I just sat there and found out a few images and just chucked it together. And well, I say chuck it together. Other people probably wouldn't say that, but it's sort of like second nature to me when I'm doing this sort of like stuff now. And that's probably why I just say I just chucked it together. So, but no, it's all been done, and I sort of like tried to keep it sort of like to a black and white sort of like theme, and added a bit of a green onto the actual background so it looked like money and that sort of like thing. And like I say, I didn't want to go overboard with the animation. I just put a motorbike on it.
Yeah.
A bit of a chopper. So I just done Harley Davidson and like say system menu. In the system menu has got a little chap sitting on a chopper. Cool. So you can actually see him sitting on that.
All right.
And like I say, that can all be turned off. I even think I actually put it on the keyboard as well. I'm sure I put it on the keyboard on this one. We had to go to the file manager, to the keyboard. I think the little chat comes along. Yeah, I did. He comes along at the bottom of the screen. So I added the code and everything all into the XML for it to actually work at the bottom of the screen. I just kept the keyboard simple, so like black and red. So just to go with it, everything else, just make it stand out.
Yeah. Oh, pretty neat.
Like I say, that can all be switched off. Enter the skin settings. Go to there. It says let's ride. Switch that off. And if you want, feel the money. It's what they're all about, isn't it? They're all about making money and illegal gains they use to get make money. So I just put a couple of dollars falling. So I didn't go overboard with that one. But it's like I say, people can use them free there for anybody to grab hold of. And like I say, I know builders. I've seen builders have actually used them before, which I've got no problem with, and I help builders anyway. I do themes for quite a few different builders, so. But I'll fire the one up that I'm just working on, Captain America. It's still in the process, but that's on 18.9. So
Jim, I haven't watched it, so I haven't watched Sons of Anarchy yet.
Well, I have.
so this is the one I'm working on at the moment. Captain
okay.
America.
Oh, that's cool.
So I've done majority of it. I've done like I say majority. It's probably sort of like 90% done. So I don't know whether to take him out, Falcon. I don't know whether to leave him in or take him out.
Is he part of Captain America though?
Well, he isn't, isn't he? So I'll probably just end up taking him out. Because I was thinking about incorporating Thingy as well. What's his name? The soldier.
Winter
Oh,
Soldier?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking about incorporating the Winter Soldier into it as well. Because they're sort of like taking over in the new TV sort of like show, aren't
Yep.
they, as well? So that's why I was trying to incorporate them in. I don't know whether I was doing the right thing or not. So I'm in two minds at the moment. In two minds. I've got to do all the backgrounds yet at the minute. I've only done the one. So all them ones in the centre will change to different ones as I normally do them.
Mm-hmm.
But all the panel work has been done. And all the system has been done. I think I've done the favourites as well. Yeah, I put Captain America on the favourites.
Okay.
So power's all been done. All customised power. System that's been done. So you got the animation there, but use a separate button as well for this. You can actually do it. I've done my own icon down at the bottom for Captain America. So
Nice, yeah, I like that.
it just takes time. And somebody asked in my group whether it was actually ready, and I said, "No, I'm still working on it."
Mm-hmm.
It's like I say, the last couple of days I've just had internet problems and trying to sit there and get images when you got no internet. It's not very easy, is it?
No.
No, that would be it. Robert posts in here about using Google searches in Kodi, and I'll have to go through and do the steps that he has here, and I'm gonna have to check that out about going into the settings and scroll down and type in Google, go to media sources and Google. I'll have to mess around with that because I have never used Google inside Kodi like that. So maybe something. I know that I want to say that Robert posted about getting backgrounds that way. I think is one of the things.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard some people who have actually done it that way.
So I'm going to give it a try. I'll give it a try. Steve Franklin asked this question: what's the SMR link tester in Maverick? And SMR link tester is actually it's in the Gajjal's repository. Gajjal is the one that maintains script resolver module, or SMR. Yes, SMR. And what that is it's there to check for links to make sure you can use it to make sure that links will resolve, that they can find their home. So that is what that SMR link tester is, and it's because Maverick is linked to Gajjal's repository, and that's why it pulled that up. I hope that's not my TV messing up.
Oh boy.
It looks like it's going a bit funny there, Todd.
Yeah.
Yeah, my video shield at times. Yeah, it's the shield. I need to unplug it and plug it back in.
Ooh.
Yeah, it does that
My
sometimes.
field has never done that.
Well, yeah, I gotta get in touch with NVIDIA.
That doesn't happen while you're watching something, would it? Or
Almost never, but it has
Okay.
happened on occasion.
Sure,
Wow.
it's not just the HDMI lead.
No, it's actually when I unplug the power and plug it back in, and it'll fix it.
Wow.
And so I wonder if it's the power brick or something like that. Oh, what the heck?
Wow.
Or maybe, well, you know what? This is an actual. I bet you money because this is
A
yeah,
video.
this is just a video that I was running. So that had some jacked up images. So it actually was not me.
Okay.
It wasn't my shield.
Uh,
Because
I see Noir as where's the Noir theme? That's on your private box, that is, Noir.
Let's see. There was another. Thought I had seen another question I was going to address. I don't see it. So okay.
It was.
I know that Cody Apps had a internet issue early in the week. That was all sorted out. Then he did a. Did you guys see it when he had the random?
Yeah, I did.
And it would pull up random. It'd pull up random add-ons as in being in the list.
Yeah.
And I went to it and I didn't realize that Coco Dab and Dab Scope was number one.
Oh.
Well, it only took. I had to refresh
Yeah.
the page about 30 times to get it, but then it came. I was the number one at the list, so I took a screenshot. I'm like, refresh, and it would just shuffle them up, and it was just for fun.
That ego got to you, did it?
It did. I was like, I'm gonna keep doing it until I find myself at number one. I finally got there. I got there, but you know, it's all fine. Let's see. Brenda says, I have mods. I have the mods 19 fork of Atomic. The skin is not loading. I'm going to change the widgets. They're TMB helper. I was going to change them back to O, but I'm unable to. So if I'm reading this correctly, so you're using a 19 fork, and I'm sure the Atomic 19 fork, I'm assuming.
Which should be okay because I did.
Yeah, and it says the skin is not loading. So I'm not sure with that unless you can go in. Something might have just messed up on the install.
It might have done. I know he actually changed his wizard. So I know he changed his wizard.
Okay.
So I know he has got a new APK out. And I think the new one has just got his repo in and not the wizard. Because I actually did that for him. So I know that there is a new one out. So I would try his new one. Try his new APK. I know he's no problem with it because I test it before I even send it to anybody else. So it gets installed on my NVIDIA Shield before I send it to anybody else and make sure everything works on it and make sure it installs. So then I'll test out that everything else is working when it comes to the third party side of it.
So maybe a bad download or a bad install. So maybe try to reinstall it. You know, remove it.
I would try afresh. And like I say, just go to your apps, go to the APK, and just clear its data, and that will refresh it. That will empty anything that's actually in it.
Yeah. But
I know if she's using the one with the wizard in, it might be best to actually get the new one without. It's just got the repo in, I believe, the new one. Because he was having some problems saying he'd done an update or something on Summit, and I think he said his wizard and it didn't carry through. It did an update on the APK, which it should do, but I don't know. So I would go that route. I would uninstall that APK that you've actually got and grab his new one. And see whether that fixes it.
There was something. Hold on a second. There was something in the news section, the cord cutters. What was it that I had seen? Oh, so how many of you guys watched the new Justice League? So how many of us have watched the new Justice League? And if you did, so what'd you think?
Uh, can we just go back to Brenda? That's a bit confusing because one conversation she's saying she's got the atomic mods fork, and next thing she's saying she's using Diggs fork. It's a bit confusing. So, yeah, I would actually just go
Maybe
back.
she tried both.
Yeah, she could have done. She could have done. It's like I say, I would go back and use the mods, Misfit mods. Use it. Use Atomic Fork, the new one. I'm sure it'll be in his sort of like repo or somewhere. I'm sure he have it posted somewhere where you can actually grab hold of it.
Phoenix Cody, yeah, I have Cody on this. It actually auto updated. So I had 18 and I had turned off auto updates, but for whatever reason, it pushed me to 19. So, oops. Yeah. So
Yeah.
there it is. And you can see it's a fresh 19. All I have on there is my 2 add-ons. So that tells you that's 19 because CocoDab only installs on 19. So yeah, it's a 19 only. So if it's installed, then that means I'm running 19 on it. Yeah, I don't know, Phoenix. You maybe try to go through and remove it, uninstall it, clear the cache, maybe something like that. Maybe there's something hanging if it migrated.
I know a lot of people have been having problems with some of the skins actually on 19 because they're not touchscreen friendly, are they? A lot
Some
of them
aren't.
that I've heard.
I've been using this. I used mine just as I have more of a time that I actually install it just to show people things more than I do for watching. You know, if I'm at work and someone says, "Hey, how do you do this? How do you do that?" I'll pull my phone up and be like, "Yeah, you do this." Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm on about, like you say, Silvo, anything like that. I've heard that's not touchscreen friendly on 19. I know Estuary's fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just use it as default. I think when I had my 18, I had one of my builds on there. And you're right, some builds don't, especially if they have like a side menu, they don't do so well. They don't do so well.
Oh boy, see you the beach, right?
Dogging him out on a damn Friday night. This ain't even Wednesday, man.
I know.
He
It's
is
okay.
on you. The beach is on you.
Hey, he's just Ironsides from now on in my book.
Oh,
I'll be back.
That's your new name, brother.
Ironsides. He's gonna lock you one wheel. Put a stick in one of those wheels. He's going in circles all day long.
I was shocked that he made it to the beach today. You know, to take pictures of little Andrew.
I'm going to be back in 5, Todd.
No, I didn't. Okay, all right. I didn't see that.
Yeah. He took little Andrew to the beach.
Oh my God, little Andrew. That's actually becoming one of my favorite parts of Wednesday. I know ARB doesn't like it, but I swear I crack up every time he's like, me and little Andrew both think this movie sucks. It is funny.
Oh, so, it is. But he took pictures of little Andrew at the beach. Okay. You know, I really appreciated that.
I can't wait. Let's see. Let's see. Daldum, personally enjoying 19 with the add-ons dab. Great. Or the add-ons dabs featured. Yep. Thank you. I'm glad that you find the add-ons you like because not that you got to install them all, but there's numerous. And there's becoming more and more live stuff that people were that was on. There was a vacuum of having live and sports, but they're starting to more and more pop up. I know the boys did a real good job when I was poking around in their section. Oh man, I can't remember which section it was, and forgive me for not remembering whose section inside the boys because there's 4 for playlisters in there. But one of the sections that has live stuff, it did really well. I was real impressed with that. That Apex or Apex, however you want to pronounce it, that's done a real good job in sports. The TV One, that was a Cody 18 add-on. It's moved to 19. It actually has done a pretty good job on live stuff. But I mean, if you're just wanting to watch it in the middle of the day, just watching whatever, you're probably fine. You wait for a big event to come on, and you may not be as happy with it. That's just going to happen. Mark says this was about the Justice League. Film was great. Pity I don't have an IMAX screen. I don't know. I guess you need the IMAX because it's in the letterbox, or not a letter. Well, it ain't even letterbox. It's in the 4x3.
Yeah.
Screen. So it's kind of like this. It's where we normally see it letterbox like this. This is like this, which I don't know. It's just longer. I mean, Justice League was okay. I mean, when I first saw it. Now
you watched it?
I watched. That was the movie I watched while I dozed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
So it was real good. I actually dozed pretty well on and off for about 3 hours, and then I stopped it, and I haven't went back and finished it. So that tells you enough right there. Chris seems to see man's. Oh, he loved it. Okay, maybe you need to come on a Wednesday night. Tell us why you like it so much.
Yeah.
Chris said there is a 16:9 version. Okay, I haven't seen that yet.
I haven't seen it either. We download it. The Beach is saying that maybe DJ things could make up a little Andrew skin there.
And Andrew says, when does Ozzy get always picked on? It says, we all play around, and that is, again, fun. On Wednesdays, we watch movies, and we just cut up and have a good time. It's just joking, and it's a good, enjoyable times. Yep, guys, 19 has its known issues on Android handsets with 120 hertz refresh rate, like his Note 20 Plus in S20. Change to 60 hertz sorts it out.
Oh, okay.
So thank you, Mark. So hopefully if people that had issues, maybe mine's already set to 60. I hadn't even looked. Hey, I'm not drinking anything tonight. My day was just all over the place, so I'm actually just having a Bojangles sweet tea.
Oh, you went to Bojangles again?
Mr. Bojangles.
Mr. Bojangles.
Canuck Gal says, thanks for editing the light strip video today. Lots of us were waiting for that. I did that last night. Again, it's not super professional. I didn't do no editing. I just videoed and paused. And the only complaint that people had when they watched the video is they said, how did that connect to your Shield? And I thought I said that it was through USB, but I guess I didn't move my camera down there to where you saw that it's hooked up to the USB. That was the only issue that I had. But for the most part, I thought I did a good job of showing you set up. Being that I had already had it set up on my TV, wasn't like I could do the unboxing and videotape it as I did it, like most unboxings would be. So I'm actually gonna send the link to the store that I bought it on AliExpress, and maybe they'll post it on there, saying, because most people think that it don't work. And I've had numerous people on Facebook message me and said, well, I saw that it doesn't work on an LG Smart TV. And I said, well, that's because it doesn't work on a LG Smart TV. It works on the NVIDIA Shield. Because I think what it is if you tried to install it through the Smart TV app.
Yeah.
In most Smart TV apps, I would not suggest installing stuff that way, in my opinion. A TV doesn't have but so much CPU and RAM and whatever else that's on your TV. So why would you want to muck it up with storing APKs or storing other things and running other things? No, give me the colors and the pixels and all that. You worry about one job, this display. That's all I want you to do. And I'll run my APKs off of another device. So that's My thoughts. You're welcome, Canuck Gal. Hopefully, it helps you when you finish setting up your device.
There's a question for you, Todd.
What's that?
Off Mark Wilkinson.
Yeah, I'm
Do I
starting to
save
read
my
it.
NAS or my Plex server using SMB on my Shield?
I have been struggling to get
Okay.
my Shield to see my SMB stuff. I don't know what is going on with my network.
Well, no. Have you? When you set up your what is it called? When you first set up your drives and the way that you share your Shield.
Yeah, yeah.
Because once are you able to see it from other devices? Can you see your Shield?
I can't.
Oh, I can.
I used to be able to, and I don't know what I changed or what I did with my whole setup.
Maybe when you redid it, because I remember one time you said you had to redo your Shield. So maybe at that point, that's when you didn't tell it to, set it up saying, "Oh, I want to basically want to see this on my network."
Mine doesn't show on my network on my computer anymore, but there is a way you can actually do it, and I've set it up so it does show. You just actually map it as a drive.
Map your Shield.
Yeah. That's what I do.
Have you actually done that?
Yeah, I do that.
So, I don't know. I don't know whether. I'll share my screen and see. And so, I've got one set up. So, I'll just share my screen and you can actually see. So, if I go to my computer, which is there, you can see my lounge now. Set up. So if I double click on that, that'll take me straight into it, look. And I haven't even moved.
Okay.
That's me NVIDIA Shield on my network through my Wi-Fi.
But somewhere you have to tell it that the username and that password for it.
Yeah, it'll pop up. If you actually put in here, let me just delete that. If I disconnect that, I'll delete it.
I'm trying to see where
it should. Is it disconnected? Disconnect. Does not exist. Okay. So let's just refresh then. It might be because I'm sharing my screen. It's still showing.
You might have to hit F5.
It's still showing. That's all right. So basically here, you just go into how you would normally do on your Shield. Get your IP address. Let me just grab it. I'm just going into my Shield now to find my IP address. So go into your device preferences, go to your storage, click down to transfer files over local network, go into there, and it'll give you your IP address and everything. So basically, you just do / here, put your IP address. Yeah, that'll do that. That'll take me straight to it, look. And you just then you just highlight it.
Yeah.
And map network.
Network drive, yeah.
Map it. Then you choose whatever you want to choose it. And I always, because it's my lounge, I'll choose it as L. Then finish. And if I go back out, it doesn't show here like it used to.
You might have to hit F5.
So it doesn't make no difference if you hit F5 or not. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't show. It'll show at the bottom now.
Okay.
So if I go back into here now, it'll be back in there at the bottom.
Okay. As
you can see, it's named it already, and I can go straight back into it. So if I go into Android, go into data, this is all codey stuff. So I can actually just go in there, and this is how I transfer skins over as well. So if I want to change the skin in here, I'll just delete that one out, then transfer the other one over from the computer straight into there, and it'll open it all up. So that's how I actually do it. So this has actually got Captain America in at the minute because I'm testing it. So that's coming straight off the Shield, that is.
under the I think it's under system on the device preferences. There's a thing called NVIDIA Share, and I think that has to be turned on.
Well, mine is all turned on. Mine is all turned on. So
Right. Well, that's what I'm talking about for Todd.
mm.
I
Maybe you
swear
have
I
to-
did that. I gotta mess with it
Yeah.
more.
It's like you say, mine used to show up on the network. If I
Uh-huh.
went to here, then went to network. If I can find network.
And how about if you're using like Tor on your Shield, Todd? Do you see the rest of your network or not?
I used to when I did this. I think this last Windows update screwed it up because I
Uh-huh.
used to be able to see my external hard drive.
Right.
Now I got to go through and I got to use my username and password,
Password.
So I used
and
to be.
I couldn't remember what it was.
I
So,
used to have like my NVIDIA Shield here, and I used to be able to just double click on it, and it'd take me into it. It doesn't show on there anymore. For some unknown reason, it don't show. So,
Mhm.
but that was the other way that I found that you could actually sort of like map it,
Mhm.
so it actually shows up in here. So then, like you say, because I'm sitting at my computer, I could just click away and delete stuff. If I want to delete anything off there, I can
Right.
just go in, delete it. Which is really, really easy.
so okay,
But that's another way they can actually set it up, Todd.
yeah. I've got to mess around with mine. I know that the last on 19 I was struggling to get SMB. I couldn't even see my external. I mean, used to be able to see my external, and then at 19 I wasn't able to see it. So I don't know if it's a security
Are you
fix.
looking for it by IP address or by computer name?
Well, I actually just did. I used to be able to do it for network. You know, I could go
Mhm.
into the network because it was shared on my network,
Right.
and I used to be able to see it. Now I can't. So I'm not sure.
I would put the IP address in, and then the share name, and you should be fine.
So Phoenix Cody says, "How much for a shield? What are the advantage over a T95Z?" But I've had T95s. I've had friends and families had T95s. The first thing that I didn't like about T95s is that the remote sucked ass. The remotes are always sucked. If you weren't pointing right at the damn thing, it wasn't going to work. You could not play a lot of DRM material on a T95Z. I've had numerous ones that have died when I've used the Shield. Remote is Bluetooth, works great. The speed is going to be, I don't want to say double, but it's going to be better, at least almost twice as fast. And just long term, it's going to last you. The T95s, the life expectancy on those are not long. Maybe a little over a year and a half. Shields go years.
Yeah.
Cannot get and updates. Cannot get was right about this. The 2017 still getting updates. Works great. That and there's people that have the 2015 Shield still getting updates. For the T95s, you got maybe one update when you first bought it, and then that was it. Done. No more updates. You have to go and download the file from a forum somewhere, put it on a little flash drive or an SD card, force boot, or it's a pain in the butt. And again, you still YouTube actually stopped supporting a lot of those T95 devices. You can't watch YouTube on it. I know that was one of the things that Charles complained about because he loves watching YouTube, and he couldn't watch YouTube off of his T95. So a big negative there. A couple other add-ons you guys might want to look for. One is called Free, which was a add-on that moved over from Kodi 18. These are all free links. No debrid. Another one for some of you more degenerates is Video Devil has made its way to 19.
Oh, okay.
So that is another one of those add-ons that certain people like to watch. The people, those degenerates that want to watch Video Devil. So check that stuff out. And again, more and more stuff is moving to 19, which is great.
As you were saying before about remotes, I just heard something that Amazon came out with a new remote for the Fire TV. It's got addressable buttons on there. Yeah, just so in case anyone's using a Fire TV and they're looking for a new remote.
Oh, I got a question for Alban.
Yeah.
So is the motorcycle out yet?
Yeah, it's been out.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, been out. It was actually 70-something degrees here today.
Nice.
I was happy for that. Yeah, it was like 74. Really nice out.
So you're out riding the bike.
I'm always riding.
I know, but I mean, when it's bad weather, you're not out riding.
Yes, I am.
Well,
I'm out in bad weather. It feels so good to not have to put on my electric, jacket. I just get to ride around in my M&M jacket now. Yeah.
M&M, like
M&M candy. Yeah.
like the race car team.
Yeah.
Like Kyle Busch.
Well, yeah, because I have one of my earlier bikes is it's a Honda Goldwing with M&Ms all over it, and I used to use it to give out M&Ms to all the kids.
Dang, lucky man! That sounds just like down my alley there.
Yeah. Why, you like M&Ms too?
All right, if Blue was here, she could attest.
Okay.
That I never, Dab. This is how Dab buys it.
Gotcha.
And Charles comes in. First thing he does is grab some of those. I am never without them. Never. I'm just saying. Not that I have a problem.
No.
I'll knock them off out.
Yeah, I couldn't even begin to tell you about all the M&M stuff I got. So we can't even go there.
So hey, all right. So M&M. So does that mean you're going to watch the race on Sunday?
I was thinking about it.
You heard?
Yeah.
Bristol in dirt.
Yeah.
Bristol, the Bristol Motor Speedway.
Yeah.
With
right
dirt.
Yeah.
Using the regular NASCAR cars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gonna be interesting. So for any of you guys that like
Bristol
racing.
has done they've done bike races there backwards. They run the track backwards. That's insane. And
anybody that if you guys that are not race fans, Bristol's in Tennessee. The racetrack's in Tennessee, and it's shaped. The edges of the track are shaped like this. Mm-hmm. So it's almost, if you guys ever watched Olympic biking, like where they race indoors on bikes, and you see the track where they're racing and they get to be doing like this and they're racing, that's kind of like Bristol. Bristol is a lot like that. The straightaways bank down a little bit, but the corners are that, and they're going to cover it with dirt, and they're going to race stock cars out there. So that's going to be crazy. So going to be interesting. Mm-hmm. The beach here, he's hit 2,300 truckloads of dirt. It's going to be interesting. I'll watch it just for that. We'll see. What for Alban, that one of the subjects that you tend to talk about on Fridays is Saturday night.
Oh, UFC, yeah. But UFC? I thought that the headliners aren't going to be able to fight tomorrow night.
I thought was that the women were they had the straw weights? Were they, because the straw weights had COVID? No. One of them had COVID.
Right, but the main fight was supposed to be what, Stipe and I don't think that fight's going on.
Uganda.
Nagano, Francis Nagano.
Really?
Yeah. Isn't that the fight that's not going to happen?
Yeah,
now?
yeah. Well, I know that was the main card.
Yeah, but I think for some reason that fight's not going to happen.
Oh, damn
Yeah.
it!
Yeah, I know they screwed
What
us.
the hell?
But my best news I've heard about MMA recently is that my girl Misha Tate is coming out of retirement again. Yeah. So I'm happy to see that.
So hold on a second. I'm trying. Oh,
You
I'm
checking?
like, why am all I seeing is Eagles? Because you know how ESPN sends you an alert.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm tired. What's football? And it
Right.
was because I was in the Eagles section.
Uh-huh.
So let me see here. Top headlines. Okay. Okay. The main card. Stipe and Nagano 2.
Right, but that was supposed to get canceled.
Predictions. This was yesterday. I don't know about that.
Hold on.
I think
They
I don't.
still
I
have
think
them.
this is as of yesterday, the 25th.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Stipe
Hey,
has
but-
changed his
but-
fighting strategy to rematch.
But your boy is fighting, isn't he? Sean O'Malley, isn't he your boy?
Oh, is he? No. Oh,
I
shit.
thought you liked him. Was it?
I do. Oh, I do. But I just closed the window.
Oh yeah. He's
I was
fighting.
gonna look to see because I forgot to click the main card.
Yeah, he's on the main card. He's fighting Thomas Almeida.
Oh yeah, good. He got his that ankle issue that he had the last fight.
The last fight, yeah.
I was so disappointed because I really enjoy watching him fight. I feel like he's got the he's exciting to watch because he is very unorthodox.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care for the cornrow things that he's got going on
Yeah,
in his head, but whatever.
Yeah.
But
It's like not White Boy Rick, but the other movie there, Spring Breakers with
yeah,
what's his name there with doing his hair up like that.
yeah. I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah.
So let's see. Let me run up here to make sure we get good.
Yeah.
It was the co-main event that was canceled. And like I said, I think it
Oh,
was the
was it
strawweight, the women.
Okay.
It was one of the women's fight that was canceled.
Okay.
WrestleMania in a couple weeks. All right, Jim. Yeah. Actually, that is one of the few WWE things that I'll actually like watch bits and pieces only because all the old folks get to get in there.
Mhm.
I like watching the old timers in there. I want to see Ric Flair come out there. I want to see all these old guys come out and say
Yeah.
whatever they're going to say and then leave. I enjoy that.
Yeah.
Cedric, hey Dabs, can you do a video on a different types of files contained is streaming? So what are the versions? Okay. I'll have to do some reading on that because there is different formats and there are different compression rates. So I will have to, I'll do some homework. I'll have to read up on that, Cedric. Let me write that down.
Yeah, that would be good to have to hear.
Yeah, because there are people like some are smaller.
Mm-hmm.
And then some people feel like the shrinking of the size doesn't hurt the quality. And then some people are like, no, it's not worth shrinking.
Right.
Different video formats. Okay. Let me see what I can do with that, Cedric. I will do my best on that. Shout out for all the bread, $3 a month, just as good as premium. I guess that's premiumized. I prefer real, or maybe it was supposed to be real to bread, and real to bread's $3 a month. So really, you can't knock any of them. I will say that real to bread has more already cached because so many people use it. So there is going to be more content cached, but not that you can't cache some of that stuff and watch it. So. Let's see. There was another question. Old school racing. Yeah, Jason, it's going to be some old school. And the one thing about dirt track racing, most dirt tracks, if you go to a dirt track, I live down in the South, so there are dirt tracks around here. They're not banked like this. They're more flat and they're wider, so you can slide your car around it. This, you're going to be sliding your car around the ankle. There's going to be some tore up cars. I'm just going to say that. Tore up cars. So that's going to
boy.
be interesting to watch. Let's see.
Mhm.
Yeah, DeBeach. I'm waiting for Alban to ride his ass on down here, and he's not
Yeah.
going to get. He's not getting Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm
No.
getting some Daily Donuts,
Yeah.
which is a whole lot better.
Yeah.
I shudder to think how many Android boxes have been bricked trying to update them. You're correct, Peter. And that's why I do not suggest people to update or to update via the way that you can do the firmwares.
Mhm.
Because most of these Android boxes, so let's say the T95, for example, let's say that because that's a very popular box. It was a good price, decent specs. The T95 could have been released in a half a dozen or more versions. And depending on the version you have, you need a certain firmware. Depending on that, depends on the video chip, the Wi-Fi chip, all kinds of different things could be different on the same maker of that T95 box. So let's say you bought, Acme's T95 box. It could have different firmwares depending on which box you have. That's all says Acme T95s. So, and if you install the wrong firmware, you can brick a box. Yeah, updating via the firmware is tricky. People mess up, and then basically you got a paperweight, and you might as well just throw it away because most of the time you screw up a firmware. 9 times out of 10, it is so difficult for a normal person to try to get that back if you're ever able to, because it's writing to the base. Debs, can you mention to people that when installing a repo that you have to set it to auto update because default is off? And this is part of Kodi 19. Kodi 19 has all kinds of security features. And if you go through and take a look at updates and it gives you extra security on updating or updating apps. Because if I install, I'm gonna use CocoaDab, for example. So you install CocoaDab from my repository. But let's say DJ has an updated version of CocoaDab. Kodi 19 will not let DJ's CocoaDab overwrite mine unless you as a user tell it. So there's numerous features in there that are safety measures, but you're going to want to Funster is right about that. You're going to want to take a look at some of that settings on your repositories about auto updates, or go through and check updates available. You can, in most skins, you can push to the left. You'll see check for updates. And when you check for updates, it's going to show you. And then you can say update all, or you can choose which one you want to do.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to roll up out of here. We're at 90 some minutes.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to roll out because I got to get some other stuff done. I don't know. DJ, did you have anything you want to finish up with before we get up out of here? He said he was going to be gone for a while. Oh, there he is.
No. It's all right, Todd. I was just making a cup of coffee.
Oh, no worries.
I did put in private chat. I'll be back in 5. But
I know, but I wasn't sure how long ago that was.
Yeah. No. I've got nothing to wrap up. Just to say thanks for having me on, Todd, and thanks for everybody else coming and enjoying the show.
Okay. Mark posted back up there. You see that? Okay.
Yeah, I was looking through. I was trying to read through it, what he had posted over there.
Let's see. Scanner.
I'm gonna have to look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Thank you, Mark, for posting that. I will definitely take a look at that because advanced IP scanner. I know I've never done that one because, like I said, I used to be able to see it, but I know that I'm not wired through my Ethernet plug anymore, and I don't know. It's just been. I need to really I need to complain to NVIDIA about my Ethernet port not working and try to get a new one.
Wait, so the port doesn't work on your Shield? Oh no, I'd lose my freaking mind.
Well, we had some bad weather.
Oh boy.
I think we had bad weather, and I think it messed it up.
Yeah.
So I just need to say, hey, it quit working.
Mhm.
And because there has been people that have mentioned the Ethernet port's going
Mhm.
bad on the 19s, the 2019s. So I just need to complain and get a new one, because I also do think there's an issue with the power. The power sometimes it hasn't done it in a while. That flipping was actually the video. So anything you got?
Yeah. Okay. Tomorrow. UFC. It's not going to be all that that great, but I'm always watching from the early prelims. I'll be on the there's a Telegram channel out there for the fights, the fight and another important thing for any of you who don't know, we have our Wednesday night show. Can't tell you a movie this week to watch, but we have our Academy Awards for the show. It's our Playing Past show. On our Telegram group, there's a ballot sheet that you can download, and you can print it out so you can know all the movies and make your picks. Otherwise, thanks for having me. Great seeing everyone out there. And we'll see you Wednesday. All right. And see you next week. All right. Have a good one.
You're right about the Wednesday night. So if you guys have not, we got 75 people on there. So if half of you guys tune in on Wednesday nights, it's non-techie talk. It is movie talk. We talk about movies. Normally we watch 2 movies a week, and we will watch it prior to the show, and then the panel talks about the movie. Then we invite people to come on and talk about the movie. That was actually how Alban got on YouTube. So we will talk about that. We also have the side chat for YouTube, and people can side chat and say what they thought. That was good, it was bad, this and that. And it's a great time. And as Alban said, it is our second season Academy Awards, or Razzies. I don't know which way you want to call it, because we're gonna talk about the best movies that we watched and the worst movies we watched, and and these are movies that some of the panel, or I will say the panel, has picked. Some of them, even like Roger, who's down there, he's on Wednesday nights very often. Well, almost every Wednesday he's on. So we watch new movies and we watch old movies. Eddie picked that movie. What was it? 1968, 69. That one was from England.
Yeah, the Family Way. A Family
Way.
A Family Way.
Yeah, we watch Cool Hand Luke. I had that on there. We actually even did Wonder Woman 84. So we pull old movies, new movies, and it's fun. It is a lot of good times for us to enjoy the evening, not talk tech talk, and just talk about, did you like the movie, not like it? Did you like a movie, not like it? And then we critique it a little bit. But this week, as Alban said in the Telegram group, we will have a list, the ballot. He created this so that you'll know all 20 movies that we watched. No, it'll be 40 movies.
40 movies.
40 movies, 20 episodes. So 20 episodes, that's 40 movies. You don't have to watch them all, but maybe some of them you may already have seen. District 9 was just last week, right?
Yeah.
How many of you guys have already seen District 9? So you'd already kind of have an idea about that. But it's fun, a fun show. So definitely people to come on there and to watch it. It's a good time, and I have a good time at it. It's a real,
me too.
I don't know, I say non-stressful. This show tends to be a little more stressful because, I feel like we got content to bring. That one, I come in and I say my piece about I like it or didn't like it, and then it's like, okay, somebody else can talk.
Yeah.
So good times.
This shouldn't be stressful to you, Todd. You've been doing it long enough.
I know it. I should be. I still get a little. I get a little bit. Actually, what's so funny is so Blue. I talked to her when I got home at 4:30, which is a half hour before the show, and I just got in the door, and she goes, "Oh, so you gonna have a show tonight?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I said, "I'm just getting home. I haven't gotten everything sorted out. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about." And she goes, "This will be no problem for you." I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. She goes, you'll figure it out. And here we are, 90 minutes plus into it, and we figured it out. But hey, it helps when I have friends come on the show. And I put the link out there. Again, I post that link out all the time for people. I want to have new people on. I want to have somebody that I've never heard of in my life come on. I loved it when Canuck Gal came on.
Yeah.
And she wasn't like, but she was a long-time Kodi user. And she came on and she talked about what she liked. And that's fun because that's some of the appeal of Kodi to me is that it's just regular people creating the add-ons, regular people creating the playlist, regular people using it. Yeah, that's what I like it.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at Noir.
Yeah. It was in the beginning of the show.
He never got the link.
Well, obviously, Noir isn't looking in Streaming Matters because the link is posted for everybody to see in Streaming Matters. I said, anybody wants to join. And hey, I did talk about that, Steve. We talked about that. I talked about what SMR link tester in Maverick is. Remember, I talked about that it's to test links. It was put out by Kajal. I think he created. I don't think Sergio created that, but it's a link. It's a tool to be used by people creating add-ons or playlisters to making sure that your link will resolve, and it's just a link tester. And the reason why you see it in Mavericks is that he's linked his repository with Kajal so that he gets the script module resolvers updates. Most people want to be linked to that repo so that you are assured that your users get that update, because a lot of times when Resolve URL updates, you want to get that update because it will fix. Most of the time it fixes dead links. You know, when an add-on says that link works and it goes and starts to get it and then it's like, it fails. A lot of times that's the resolver part of it, if it hasn't been moved from the host site. But so you want to have that. That's why he has that in there. A lot of repos have that. A lot.
It's in mine. It's in mine. It's just one that's actually carried over from 18 to 19, and it's automatically gone into my repo.
Yeah.
So, which is a good thing. It's automatically gone over.
Well, he was working. The one thing about Kajal, he was working on 7-8 months before they ever went, because I spoke to him or her, I'm not even sure if it's a him, through text, and said that she was working on 19 way back because they wanted to be in front of it. So that's why you saw it immediately working. What's up, Buttercup?
What's up, dude? How's it all going? How's marriage? How's life?
Oh, it's
how's
wonderful.
baby?
No,
How's
I'm working on the baby's part.
I'll bet you are.
Yeah, long distance, baby.
Long distance, you know.
I was just thinking. Candace says that's incoming missiles.
Incoming missiles.
That would be something. I'd be like, I'm a little frustrated over here. And then, all right. So, Canuck Gal says, just a thought what Andrew said last week. Yeah. He says, Dab says, wrap it up 30 minutes later. Chat. Yeah.
Auburn.
Hey.
I'll my face on. There you go, bud.
What's up, bro?
What's up?
So, hey, Buttercup, anything that you wanted to share with people before we go? Because I already said I was going to quit 20 minutes ago.
But then you call me Buttercup.
Well, you says Buttercup right there.
Buttercup.
That's what it says. Right.
Yeah, it must be. That's
yeah.
Yeah. It's been a good week in what's going on. I see a lot of Cody 19 like development going on. It's all looking going the right direction. I see a lot of people buying backlighting for their TV this week. All this shit.
I should have got I should have been getting some affiliate links with that thing and getting some money.
Your setup looked quite good.
I've go on,
I
Lee.
posted links to an alternative, which again used like an app via your like Apple or Android, whichever, and you can like set that up. Like, yours was like less than $50 on it. I know it was, or maybe less than 40. But I'll send them out there, and they're looking quite good. And it's the way to go. Like, once you've got nothing to do in your life, you can't buy another dog because you ain't got the room. You can't buy a hamster, so I'll just get some like LED lighting for TV. It's all good.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I thought about it, and then I thought, nah, I ain't taking my TV off the wall.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you
D. Right, the thing is, right, you set it all up, right? It's a fucking pain in like top of the toe. How hard was that? Putting that lighting around the back, even with your connections on your like little right angle connections. I bet it's a right bastard because I took fucking whole day doing that, and I fucked it up, and my missus had to sort it out in the end. Right, and that's the truth. And set it all up. I put it all back, put all the wires back everywhere, like where they should be, like hidden under a dog or somewhere. Anyway, and it was all good. And then you start like pressing volume up, and your lights start changing. Oh, I didn't want that. Because that remote interrupts anything else that's got an infrared on it. Like Google lights on, your fucking TV's on, like your lights are going like a disco.
Yeah, I haven't had that issue.
It's my TV ain't like yours, Todd. Mine in on a bracket, so I can't swing mine out. Mine's on a flat wall bracket. And like I say,
well, the thing about it though, once you get yours, it'll actually look a little better because it's a little closer to the wall. So you're where my color tends to bleed out a little farther. When you're closer to the wall, it stays a little closer to the TV. Which I don't know. Maybe it'd be cool.
It's just the fact of lifting a 60-inch TV off the wall myself. So
yeah. I understand. One question that Steve has: any news on the crew on 19? Hell no. The hell no is what the last time I see anything about that, he says hell no. Wow. So they are not looking. Once I saw one of the hats said maybe when it's 19.2. They might be pressured in a little bit earlier, but it seems to me that they're not in no rush.
Same as us at GoTo. We're not going to look at it until 19.3.
Yeah. There's a lot. They're not really seeing because there's a lot to change and just really not looking to do it. But the great thing about it is you can still use 18. We've talked about it on this show about forks. You can use forks. You can use a fork of 19 or use a fork of 18, whichever. And guess what? You'll have the best. You can try the newest, but then you can roll back to 18 and have the most reliable ones. GoTo or the Crew, some of these that have these sports events. When you're looking for certain sporting events, some of those add-ons they can't be beat for free.
It's like, do you want like a 2021 Mustang or do you want a 1965 Mustang and Shelby? Which would you prefer?
Yeah. Of course he goes to like a Shelby.
This is all gleaming. It looks fucking fantastic. Oh yeah. I want the 1965 fucking Shelby, please. Come on.
Yeah. True stuff. All right, so we're gonna roll out of here. Is Shadow down on 19? No, Shadow working on 19. I was using it just today when I watched. I actually watched a movie today. I don't even remember what movie it was. So yeah, it worked. It worked just fine.
Good, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what it was. It was the Joker. That's what I watched.
Oh.
I watched the Joker today, and it played just fine. 4K, not a problem. So good stuff. So thanks you guys for watching. We'll go to the after show. So for you lurkers that want to just join the after show, which tends to sometimes run another 2 hours, you're more than welcome to look on the Telegram, on my Telegram group, and you will find the link to StreamYard. You can click it, join it, and you can BS with us in the after show. It is not going to be broadcast onto YouTube or nothing like that. It's just be us talking. So thanks for everything. Asif, thank you for joining us. I see TJ's jumped here a little bit late. Cosmic, thanks for joining us on the late end of that. So awesome. It was fun to have everybody on the show. Watch us on Wednesday for Play or Pass. And then next Friday, I am working on Dr. Venture to join the show. He says that he'll join to talk, and we can talk YouTube stuff, but I don't know. YouTube and Coco stuff, but him and I can't seem to mesh on our schedules. So we'll see. Again, if you want to join the show anytime, hit me up. I love to have people on. Again,
I'm sorry. Roger just wants to make sure that Noir comes on a Wednesday show. We would like to see you there.
What, a Play or Pass show?
Yeah.
I've not seen like a film since like The Goonies was aired in the 80s. Seriously, I do not watch TV. I don't know why I'm even here. I just watch
your
live
comic
sport.
relief.
Live sport. That's what I do. I was like wondered into this scenario of Cody. It's like me, and like
Give me
I
the sport.
don't even use my own build.
Don't worry, nobody else uses it either. You're with me. Nobody uses our builds.
God.
Hey, no, nobody uses mine. I mean, I even have a live show. Nobody uses mine, so I barely can get Blue to use mine. So that's how. You know what? That's fine. It works for me. So hey, I'm gonna go. We're gonna roll. We're gonna go to the after show. So check it out on. Check out for the link in the Streaming Matters group, and we'll see you again because streaming matters to us because streaming